AITA for refusing to settle my divorce quietly after my husband stole our daughter's $43,000 college fund to buy his mistress a BMW? My daughter found out her college fund was gone because my husband's mistress posted a photo of her new BMW on Instagram and tagged him as my sugar daddy. She's 17. She had $43,000 saved. I've been putting money in that account since she was born, and my husband had access because we're married and I trusted him. The account needed both signatures for withdrawals over $10,000, but apparently he forged mine 3 times over the past 8 months. I didn't know because the statements went to an email I barely checked. My daughter showed me the post 2 weeks ago. She was crying so hard she could barely breathe. The woman is 24, works at my husband's company, and the caption said, "Thank you to my generous sugar daddy for the early birthday present." The car was parked in front of our lake house. The lake house my daughter thought we were saving to help her buy a condo near whatever university she chose. I confronted him that night. He didn't even deny it. He said our daughter was being dramatic, and that community college for 2 years would build character before she transferred somewhere better. I asked him where the $43,000 went. He said $38,000 went to the car, and he'd spent the rest on other things for her. Hotel rooms, jewelry. He said it like I was supposed to understand. I filed for divorce the next day. But here's where it gets worse. My daughter had already been accepted to her dream school. Full ride was never happening because we make too much combined, but she'd gotten a partial scholarship that would have covered about half with her savings covering the rest. The deposit deadline was in 10 days when she found out. She called the school crying and begging for an extension to find the money somehow. They gave her 2 weeks. My husband told her she was being entitled and that plenty of kids take loans. This man spent her college fund on a car for his mistress and called our daughter entitled. I emptied our joint savings. Every penny. It was technically half his money, but I figured he owed us at least that much. I put the deposit down for my daughter's school and set up a new account he can't touch. I sold the lake house too. It was in my name from before we got married. My daughter will have enough now. My husband found out when his mistress apparently asked him for more money, and he discovered the accounts were empty. He came to where I'm staying at my sister's and started screaming on the lawn. Said I was stealing from him. Said I was turning our daughter against him. My sister's husband told him to leave or he'd call the cops. He left but kept texting. Then his lawyer contacted mine. My husband wants to settle everything quietly. He's terrified I'm going to bring up the affair and the stolen college fund in court because his company has a strict ethics policy and he could lose his job. He's a VP, makes about $300,000 a year, and dating a subordinate breaks policy. Embezzling from his kid's college fund to do it makes him look even worse. His lawyer suggested we do mediation and keep everything private. My lawyer said we have an incredibly strong case for court, especially since he forged my signature. The bank confirmed the signatures don't match mine and they're investigating. My husband could actually face fraud charges. But here's what made me post this. My mother called yesterday. My husband apparently went to my parents crying about how I'm trying to ruin his life. My mom thinks I should take the settlement and move on quietly because divorce is hard enough without making it a public mess. She says I'm being vindictive by considering court. My dad agrees with her. My daughter doesn't want me to back down. She said she'll testify if needed about what he said to her. About how he called her entitled for wanting the college money we'd saved for her while he bought his mistress a luxury car. My sister says I should drag him through court and make sure everyone knows what he did. That men like him only stop when they face real consequences. But my parents won't stop calling. They say I'm thinking about revenge instead of what's best for my daughter. They say the settlement money is good enough and I should just take it and let her have a relationship with her father. The thing is, my daughter doesn't want a relationship with him anymore. She told him that herself, and he blamed me for poisoning her against him. She said, "You spent my college fund on your girlfriend, Dad." Mom didn't have to say anything. His mistress quit her job last week. Guess she figured out dating him wasn't worth the drama anymore. My husband has been calling me nonstop saying he made a mistake and we can fix this. That he'll pay back every penny if I just don't go to court. I told him I'd think about it. But honestly, I want him to face what he did in public record. I want the judge to hear how he forged my signature and stole from his own kid. I want his company to know exactly who they made VP. My parents say that makes me just as bad as him. That I'm prioritizing revenge over my daughter's peace. So I guess I'm asking, Am I wrong for wanting to take this to court instead of settling quietly?